On stardate 48315.6, the USS Voyager vanished from known space. It was transported 70,000 light-years across the galaxy and cut off from Starfleet. To protect the ship from the unexplored Delta Quadrant, Chief of Security Tuvok created an elite strike force, the Hazard Team. After 7 years, Captain Janeway found a shortcut home, the Borg Transwarp Hub. Armed with technology from the future, Voyager attacked the Borg Armada and hurtled into an unstable transwarp conduit, heading for the Alpha Quadrant. But the Borg Queen had other plans. A Borg sphere captured Voyager and imprisoned the ship in a dampening field. Lieutenant Alex Monroe and the Hazard Team would have to sabotage the Borg sphere. The Hazard Team would free Voyager's crew or watch them be assimilated.
The Borg will not attack you until you prove to be a threat. That should give you time to reach Subjunction 37, where you'll find the 3 dampening field generators.
Got it. Let's go.
Today,
There's too much anti-lepton interference.
Just boost the signal.
That's dangerous.
Commander Tuvok, Hazard Team requests permission to get going.
Beam them out.
Strength is irrelevant.
There's another one! A second generator.
Cycle. They're adapting to our new shield technology. We don't have much time.
There's another one!
Monroe to Voyager. Where's my team, Tuvok?
They are safe on Voyager. We are having difficulty transporting you through the anti-lepton interference. We had to send your pattern back to the Borg vessel.
Where in the Borg vessel?
The Borg's central plexus. Your primary objective is to avoid alerting them to your presence. Recalibrating transporters.
Forget it. Get Voyager out.
We are staying until you are on board.
That's not logical. Go, before they regenerate the dampening field.
Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated.
Assimilation is futile.
Voyager to Monroe. The interference is gone. Prepare for transport.
Okay, Voyager. let's go home.
A satisfactory outcome. Starfleet is reasonably pleased.
Reasonably?
Here are your new assignments. Telsia, you will command the security force on the USS Dallas. Chell...
You're breaking up the hazard team?
Precisely. Chell, you are assigned to the research outpost in the Guernica system.
Not even a starship?
Precisely. Monroe, I've assigned you to teach small group tactics here at Starfleet Academy.
You also assigned Tuvok to teach math?
Monroe is nursemaiding cadets?
Precisely. That is his best use.
Saving lives is no longer useful?
Read Janeway's report. She said the hazard team is a vital asset.
Precisely. Vital to the Delta Quadrant. Your so-called hazard team relied on non-regulation tactics.
And no so-called star bases for backup.
Precisely. Here in the Alpha Quadrant, traditional away teams are sufficient.
The hazard team takes missions that are too hot for traditional away teams.
There is no hazard team.
Oh, yes, there is. And it outnumbers you.
What? What was that?
Everyone calm down. Stemmons, what Captain Janeway prized was our ability to improvise flexible tactics for any situation.
Precisely. Such extemporaneous tactics are no longer appropriate. You should be grateful we have a place for you at all. Why aren't you grateful for a chance to relax after 7 long years of strife? I don't understand this at all.
Precisely. You don't understand. At all.
I can't believe he's disbanding the hazard team.
Come on, Monroe. Just give me 5 minutes alone with him.
So you can be thrown into the brig?
Chang's right. We have to do something.
Ground level.
Lieutenant Monroe, you have a visitor waiting for you at the main entrance.
Greetings, Lieutenant.
Tuvok, what are you doing here?
I had time for a brief stopover on my way to Vulcan. Congratulations on your new assignment.
Thanks, but I don't want to leave active duty for teaching.
There are few jobs more important than teaching. But I will explain your plight to my colleagues.
Thanks, Tuvok. I just think I can be of better use out there.
The Academy offers contact with many prominent people. Demonstrations of talent and initiative do not go unnoticed.
Commander Tuvok, Please report to Launch Pad 2.
It was an honor to serve with you.
The honor was mine, Lieutenant Monroe. Live long.
Lieutenant Monroe, this is Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
I enjoyed observing your holodeck session. Very impressive.
Yes, thank you, Monroe. And now we're very sorry, but the captain is on a very tight schedule.
I'm sure the headmaster's reception can wait a few minutes. Lieutenant Monroe, I was wondering where you trained.
The Delta Quadrant.
I beg your pardon?
I led the hazard team on Voyager, sir.
Hazard team?
Yes, the hazard team was...
completely superfluous.
Excuse me? Superfluous?
Precisely. Federation space is so completely different from the lawless Delta Quadrant. My research clearly shows that Starfleet captains do not need hazard teams.
I see. And are you a Starfleet captain?
Well, no, but...
The challenges we face on the outer edges of Federation space are not so different from what Voyager faced in the Delta Quadrant. I could use an elite force of tactical officers.
But...
Tell me, Lieutenant, do you ever think about going back on active duty?
Every second of my life.
I'll talk to your commanding officer. Perhaps I can arrange a transfer.
Thank you, sir.
Draw up a list of personnel and cadets you would like on a new hazard team. I'm sure Mr. Stemmons can make the arrangements.
Well, precisely.
Hazard team reporting for duty, sir.
Welcome aboard the Enterprise.
Thank you, sir.
Lieutenant Commander Tuvok has agreed to take a temporary assignment at the tactical station while Lieutenant Commander Worf is on leave. He'll also help us integrate hazard team operations.
My goal is to streamline the integration of hazard team operations.
Your former student, Ensign Korban, will join Ensigns Chang, Chell, and Jurot to form the core team. Academy graduate Sidney Stockman will serve as hazard team shuttle pilot, and I'd like to add a junior member from my crew, Ensign Franklin.
We'll incorporate him into our next training session.
Very good. Lieutenants, get acquainted with the new hazard team operations area. When we finished our current diplomatic mission, I'll call you to the bridge for a tour.
Ensign Korban has developed a new weapon for hazard team operations. You will find him in the armory.
Welcome to the bridge, Lieutenant.
Glad to be here, sir.
How long do you think it will take to train your team to the level of readiness you had in the Delta Quadrant?
We are receiving a distress call on Federation channels.
This is Captain Galloway of the Federation starship Dallas. We've been boarded by an unknown alien life form. Warn all Federation ships, under no circumstances should you approach this vessel.
Set a course for the Dallas, maximum warp.
Course laid in, Captain.
Engage. My apologies, Lieutenant. We'll finish your tour another time. Assemble the hazard team and tell them we are deploying them ahead of schedule. Take Ensign Franklin with you. He's an expert on Excelsior-class ship systems. I want your team ready for transport as soon as we reach the Dallas.
Aye, sir.
And Lieutenant?
Yes, sir?
I rely on your team's readiness.
We won't let you down, sir.
Gravity's low. The artificial gravity system is malfunctioning.
No life signs in this area.
Well, keep scanning. Look at this strange hole.
Too irregular for a phaser. Mechanical damage?
The edges show irregular rasp marks and trace amounts of liquid.
Liquid coolant for an industrial drill?
No, too little, and it's thicker, with enzymes and trace organic compounds. Almost like...
What?
Saliva.
Something chewed its way in?
We need to restore the main ship's systems. Franklin, where are the gravity controls?
I'll send the location to your tricorder.
Their patterns are very weak. They're fading fast.
Shell, more power down here.
Ooh.
They've been in the pattern buffer for a while. They're dehydrated and probably a bit disoriented, but they should be fine.
Alex? You're late, Monroe.
I think they're back to normal already.
Thanks for the save.
I'm Katerina Scott, the chief engineer of the Dallas.
This was your plan?
My great-grandfather's plan, actually. Captain Montgomery Scott. He developed a procedure for staying alive inside the transporter pattern buffer. Alive with no signal degradation.
Very clever.
Chell here. I'm trying to get the shields down so we can beam out of here, but the security subsystems are a bit chaotic. I could use some help.
Gerard, stay here and treat them until we can get them back.
I hear chewing. I need backup. Hurry!
On my way, Chell.
Through the wall. That was close. Thanks, Monroe.
Gerard to Monroe. The Dallas crew are stable, but we need to get them back to the Enterprise.
I've deactivated the Dallas's shields. We can beam out now.
Monroe to Enterprise. We're ready to beam out.
Understood. Sick bay standing by to receive the Dallas crew members. Picard out.